All too often these days, we report terrible stories of mass casualty attacks, such as Sandy Hook or the Boston Marathon bombing. A new book released by Safe Havens International, the world's largest nonprofit school safety center based here in Macon, shares some advice on what you can do to stay safe. Executive Director Michael Dorn joins us now with more. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
I think the first question we have to start off with is, what is Safe Havens International?
Safe Havens is a nonprofit school safety center. We're the largest school safety center in the world. We've helped evaluate safety at over 6,000 K-12 schools in the United States and 24 countries.
And you guys just released a book called Staying Alive, How to Act Fast and Survive Deadly Encounters. Tell us, what are some of the highlights of this book?
Well, this is the most heavily researched book on life and death decision making in print. Barron's asked us to write this book after the tragedies at Sandy Hook and Aurora, and a 5-person authoring and research team poured over all the available research, the cases we had worked, and came up with simple, practical, easy to apply, and proven strategies to reduce the chances of death, to keep you safer, to make you less likely to be sexually assaulted or become the victim of mass casualty violence, or to survive things like a tornado should they occur. And so this book is filled with simple and easy to apply solutions that anybody can utilize that will reduce the chances that you'll die prematurely.
And obviously we can't go over all of those tips, but what are some of the highlights, or maybe what are some of the big ones that our viewers could benefit from?
Well, we take actually old and proven concepts like pattern matching and recognition used to cut mortality in Australian cardiac units by as much as 50%. How we can teach people to pay attention for subtle changes in behavior that could indicate a problem, in this case, a potentially violent person. Techniques to help you speed up your reaction if you face a crisis dramatically, that are based on science and based on the experience of people like Tom Satterley, who we interviewed for the book, and our companion-free training videos on our website. Tom was recipient of 6 Bronze Stars, was depicted in the movie Black Hawk Down. He was in combat for 18 hours. And so experts like that share techniques that the average person can use.
And why would our viewers, or why would anyone at home want to read this book? Like, what kind of benefits will they gain from this?
This book will not only teach you how to stay alive and protect those you care about, make your workplace of work, worship, play, or school a lot safer, but this book will help to strip away the fear that we sometimes feel. It'll give a more positive and balanced view of the world around us. It's actually, our schools are much safer today than they were 30 years ago. The homicide rate's actually higher for British schools now than American schools. So whether you are in a work setting or a place of worship or work or education, this book will help give you back control of your life and teach you what you can do to go about your business and not let fear alter your life, while knowing that you're more likely to survive almost anything that could come your way.
I think that's something that many parents and many people can just kind of get some comfort and peace out of, because that's terrifying when you see these stories such as Sandy Hook or the shootings in Colorado at the movie theater. It's just something that you never expect to happen to you. So to have this kind of knowledge in your corner, I can imagine, is just very helpful and very comforting.
It is. I was brought in after the Sandy Hook shooting to train 900 people in that county, and a teacher came and her child was in one of those classrooms, and she told me she was virtually nauseous every morning when she went to work. And after our seminar by this title, she said, now I can return to my classroom without fear. I know what to do. I know what I would have done in that type of situation, and I could be a teacher again. And so we urge people not just to look at our book, but we have over an hour of free training videos on the Safe Havens International website. You just click on the cover of the book, and there are short videos that teach you a variety of topics to help stay alive and act fast to survive deadly encounters.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Dorn, for joining us this morning. And that website that he was just talking about, and the way you can order your own copy of the book, is at safehavensinternational.org.